President Latif, members of the board, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. It is a great honor, both personal and professional, to receive the Foreign Policy Association Medal. We are all well acquainted with the benefits of living in a democratic society, the liberties, the opportunities, the prosperity. What is somewhat less appreciated is the awesome responsibility of members of a democracy to remain informed of the challenges, both domestic and international, that confront our great nation. For that, of course, we need information. A hallmark of an open society is the free flow of information. Today we live in an era of cable television, satellite news, blogs, Facebook, Twitter. We're almost overwhelmed by the sheer volume of information available to us. Ultimately, more information is better. What is troubling, however, is the tendency of a pigeonholed nature of information that we receive today. Wherever one finds themselves on the political spectrum, liberal, conservative, internationalist, isolationist, there is a media outlet that delivers exactly what that person wants to hear. Studies show that people routinely watch news outlets that reflect and reinforce their beliefs as opposed to expanding their horizons or challenging the position that they've taken. This cannot be considered as a healthy sign. There's something of a natural societal progression underway, driven by the desire not to make anyone feel uncomfortable. Little leaguers, where everyone receives a trophy. High school students, where everyone's opinion is valued and worthy of expression. And then finally, society, where a news outlet is tailor-made for every person's view. This is where universities must step in, shake things up, jostle people, force them out of their comfort zones. There was a time when intellectuals had to say radical things to shake up society. It's one of the reasons there were so many Marxists in American universities. It's one of the reasons we were granted tenure, so we would not fear the repercussions of saying unpopular things. But today that simply isn't the case. We could throw a dart at the board. Wherever it lands, we're assured that the vast majority of people would disagree with it. But offending people is not the aim. What educators, public intellectuals, policymakers must do is articulate positions in a logical and coherent fashion, such that those who disagree will not be offended, but rather at a minimum will acknowledge the legitimacy of a different point of view, and at a maximum reconsider their own position, broaden their own horizons, and learn to listen and react in a respectful and productive fashion. When is the last time you associated respectful and productive with political discourse? The task is indeed a tall one. Ultimately, we, the citizens, determine the fate of the nation and the course that it will take. As such, it is imperative that as many of our fellow citizens as possible possess a working knowledge of global affairs so that their choices in the form of votes and public opinion polls serve the interest of the nation. The Great Decisions program at Florida Atlantic University seeks to extend the mission of the Foreign Policy Association by engaging the public in a meaningful, balanced, and educational exploration of the challenges that confront the American foreign policy makers. I've been fortunate to have taught Great Decisions annually since 1999. My students are traditional college-age degree seekers and their senior citizens who take the course for non-credit. 2012 was a landmark year as the cumulative number of students who have taken my Great Decisions course surpassed 20,000. In 2013, in only a few months, we're expecting the largest class ever for Great Decisions 2013, likely to exceed 2,700 students. The success and popularity of the Great Decisions program at my university is a tribute to the work of the Foreign Policy Association, as well as a testament to the desire of South Floridians to meet their democratic responsibility to remain engaged in the great decisions of our time. I thank you deeply for this award.